Upward, we are on to the Kafka.
All right.
And
this is not necessarily vegan because we're putting egg in it, but that's really the only thing today that we're using. It's still vegetarian, but I find that it binds the meat or the plant-based protein very well, and I don't want to do it without it because it makes it perfect and it has a great texture to it. So we're going to use 2 eggs for 4 packs of the Impossible meat.
so always keep in mind, I am not the guy for the job to tell you all about healthy living. I'm not one of those lucky gene pool guys. I am an aspiring vegan, but I'm
really
not there
yet.
yet.
Eggs are a healthy thing, though.
Eggs are healthy, and I love eggs, and I am not.
Use a little bit of Panko Breadcrumb. And a good amount.
Quite a bit,
Makes it
one
softer,
would say.
A little softer. We're going to add a little bit of ketchup.
And ketchup is delicious. Although one could say it is a cancer-causing carcinogen, but in moderation, as always, everything's okay.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, it may not be documented, but they may be holding back on that info.
I did not know that. I'm sorry, I did not know that. Add a little bit of seasonings here. I'm going to add some fresh garlic. I got garlic somewhere. We just bought it. Here it is.
Oh, there's Chef over there. I was filming the
We're
Kafka.
going to use a little quick press here. So you can break open your garlic if you're going to use a lot of it. But otherwise, you can just kind of pound it like that. and they go everywhere.
And they go everywhere. I'll sweep later.
No, that's okay. They're all in skins, so they're good.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, so
Gotta love it when a
this
plant
breaks
comes
it into
together.
the parts. I can put the rest of them over there. I have enough garlic here now for everything I need.
Yummy. It's always nice to give the wife a big kiss after that.
But
Big
garlic
old
is a
clove.
very healthy thing for you. And I'm going to use, for this, I'll use about 3 nice sized cloves of garlic. I'll use that. And then you can do 2 things. You can pop it like this, and just to get the skin off it.
Let me get closer. There we go.
And you can use a garlic press if you want to make it nice and easy. I'm just showing off a little bit. Not really showing off, but showing you how to do it another way.
Yeah.
And that is,
For those who don't have a garlic
you can
press.
just go ahead and kind of just smash these a little bit. And then I can run my knife through them. So I don't have to use this press. One less dish. We'll just throw that away. Not throw it away. And then I'm just going to cut this.
I can honestly say I've never even heard of a garlic press before today.
That's what they call crushed garlic.
Ah.
It crushes the garlic. But we're going to crush garlic a more simple way. First off, I'm going to...
Old school way.
Yeah, it's an old school way. It uses a little bit of salt. And you use the side of the knife. So we're going to do that real quick. And if I can get this paper off my hands.
Oh.
Okay. So, it's like going to...
Let's not elaborate after all.
Alright, so we got this a little bit chopped up. This would be called chopped garlic, I guess you call it.
Yes, it
But
is.
We need more. We don't want someone to bite into a piece that is really a hard piece of garlic as it cooks in the meatloaf.
That can make for an
we got this big
unfortunate
clump of
first
garlic
date.
here. We're going to take a little bit of our coarse sea salt that I have somewhere around here. Here we go. And we're going to use it almost like sandpaper. So we're going to put a little bit down on the cutting board. And then we're going to take the side of a knife and we're just going to crush the garlic.
Oh. That does look
Saves
good.
on dishes, and it softens the garlic and breaks it up to the point where it's not going to be a big piece of flavor explosion in someone's mouth. And that salt, I can still hear it in there because it's a coarse salt. So we're going to get this just a little bit more. And again, keep the blade away from your hand so that it doesn't slip. As you notice, I'm pulling with the blade away from me. I'm not doing this, all that kind of stuff. So we're getting the garlic nice and crushed. Still, you can still hear the salt in there as I and it's nice and crushed. So that is our garlic
This looks really good.
for our meatloaf.
Vegan meatloaf. This is
Yeah.
well, no, it's not vegan because we put egg in it, but that's okay.
It's vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
Yeah.
Stand corrected.
And we're going to add a little salt to this. I'm going to use a finer sea salt.
Got some salt. We're gonna
Now we don't need much salt because we got ketchup in there. But we do need some.
just a little.
I would say maybe a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half.
Thinking that's more like a tablespoon.
There's
but-
four packs in here, so it's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot of vegan.
A little bit of black pepper.
Tefka.
We could actually use the pepper. If you want some fresh black pepper, we can use this.
We do. Fresh black pepper always makes a difference.
I like pepper.
Evidently.
Is that too much? You're a spicy guy.
No, I'm a spicy guy.
Yeah.
I like pepper.
add, because I found this meat can get kind of dry at times. And I add just a tad bit of chili powder.
Chili powder is good
Just
as
a little
well.
bit, a little bit.
One would say that's
And
not
I
all.
also like to add some rosemary for a meatloaf. Now we're going to take this and break it down a little bit. I got to get rid of all these cloves of garlic that's open. Because I'm going to use my mortar and pestle.
Oh, that sounds like serious business.
Now this is old fashioned. This has been around since the beginning of time.
Oh yeah, it looks like a, what do they call that when they make those bar drinks?
A Muller.
Muller, yeah. For the old fashions. And we are old fashioned. We're at least
Too
old.
much.
That may have been a little too much.
Yeah, way too much. We don't want to overpower it. We just want to give it that nice, it adds a nice kind of piney taste, if you will. But when it mixes with meat and the fat and everything, it just adds such a nice, I love it in meatloaf. Or lamb.
Yeah, I like lamb.
As well. And so we're going to take this and just
But I'm no longer going to eat lamb because
crush
I'm
it down a bit so
aspiring.
you're not getting a big piece of this.
That does very much look like a Muller.
Yeah, you can mull in here all you want.
Yeah.
You can buy a fine powder, but I like the fresh that it is when you break it up.
That
so
looks-
we're going to just dump that in. It's about a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons for four of these pasta meats. So that's pretty much it. We don't need a whole lot more than that.
All right, we're going to move on to the Blackstone, so I'm going to take a break from videoing for a
Yeah,
moment.
we're gonna mix this, and then we're gonna put it on a sheet pan into the oven for about 50 minutes.
All right, so we're not going to video 50 minutes of this sheet
I
pan.
didn't put any olive oil in here. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here.
This is going to be great.
Olive oil is good.
Olive oil is
A little
delicious.
bit of olive oil in the tray.
So definitely coat the sheet pan with olive oil.
You can use a cooking spray, but olive oil is a tremendous oil for your body, and you can never really get enough of it. And we're just gonna crush this up and get this. You just keep filming.
I'm filming.
Yeah, we're gonna make a beautiful meatloaf. Now we are gonna finish this with a little bit of. You could use ketchup or you could use barbecue sauce on top, just to give it a little bit of a crust on top. Ooh, I got an eggshell in here.
We don't want that.
Don't want that. All right, we're not gonna over mix this, but we do have a lot of stuff in here. That garlic and the eggs and the breadcrumb, ketchup. A little salt and pepper, and then rosemary. That's what this.
And then what you mull it in. What was that?
That was a mortar and pestle.
What was in it? The mortar and pestle.
It was rosemary.
Rosemary.
Fresh would have been better,
But this is
dry
gonna be.
does it take the two.
This is gonna be
All
great.
right, so this is the meatloaf, and we are almost there. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Didn't take long. We brought this in, and when we showed you, it's only been a little bit, and it thawed very fast.
I did.
Okay, so now we're going to dump this out on here. And a lot of people say, well, aren't you using a meatloaf pan? No, I like to cook it not in a meatloaf pan. Because, well, you don't need to.
No, you don't. That looks perfect. And in a minute, it's gonna be even more perfect.
Yeah,
'cause
once I
Chef Tom
want to
is
get
a
the air out of it a
perfectionist.
little bit, and we want to make it a nice, so it doesn't take forever to cook. And I just kind of make a nice edge on it, and then again we're going to finish it with either, I haven't figured it out yet, either ketchup or probably use barbecue. I did that last time and it worked out very well. Okay, so we have a nice,
This looks amazing.
beautiful meatloaf
Really?
in there, and I'm gonna rinse my hands here real quick.
I'm not going to film Tom rinsing his hands. Actually, can we pause the video now?
Yeah.